Welcome back to Den Daughters Collectibles. Today, my wife gave me permission to open this a little bit early. This will be posted my birthday weekend, so happy birthday to me. I previewed this just a little, about 10 days ago. And I got this at Green Bay City Cards. You can see the price, $290, was an awesome price. I had been contemplating getting one, but got to treat yourself sometimes. And this did not come out of my card budget. This came out of the just the family budget. So, like I said, happy birthday to me. Two autos in here. Chance at a lot of prospects. A lot of these are going to be prospect cards. I'm familiar with some of them, not others. So let's see how we do. This is as big of a expensive box as I've opened in a while. I bought like sealed cases that have been about this much over the summer, but not anything in a single box like this. So, not since WNBA Prism, which ended up being a pretty big dud for us, even though I have no regrets about it. But you can't win them all. So let's hope we can get a little bit lucky here for my birthday. Autos are great. Something low numbered would be really cool. So let's see how we do. This is my first time, so I'm going to go a little bit slower. I'm going to try not to reveal anything, so I can be surprised. Johan De La Cruz. I know this guy is one of the big chases. I actually, if you go back and find some of my Donruss hobby boxes, I pulled one of his cards auto in Donruss a while ago. And I was like, well, I saw he was 17, and I'm like, well, we'll see how this guy pans out. And it turns out he ended up becoming a big prospect. I did sell that auto recently for $40 because I figured with this coming out, he's going to have a lot more autos coming up. So, until we figure out if he's going to make it or not, prices of his stuff will kind of hover or potentially get down. He has really good numbers apparently in the Dominican League, but sometimes that doesn't translate to the bigs. So, Johan De Los Santos, Warren Calcano. Here was our first card, Bellinger. Sandy Alcantara, some of our veterans here, Jackson Holiday, getting into our first stuff here. So this is a red rookie, Jake Mangum. Try to center these a little better. Got, max volume, Nick Kurtz. I think that's going to be a good one. I want to say these are not common. And I'll have to go to the online sheet and maybe give a little comment on this later. But I do believe that's good, and it's certainly a Nick Kurtz rookie. So, and then we've got this insert, which I've seen some other people comment on. Not sure what it is. Andrew Salas. So we'll sleeve that one up, but I do believe this Nick Kurtz is going to end up being a really good one for us. So let's sleeve that up. Let's put that there. Off to the side. Let's put this on this side. There we go. We can see that pretty good over there. All right, pack two. I will take as many Nick Kurtzes as they are willing to give me. All right, like I said, I want to kind of hide things to surprise myself here, so I'm going to try to do less of that going forward. So many people do those sneak peeks and then, like genuine reactions are awesome. DeVries, know him. Rosarina, here are our veterans. Logan Henderson, rookie. For the Brewers, here we've got a Sparkles. Is this going to be an auto? It's not. We've got a Sparkles of Castillo, not numbered. I think you get one of these per box, so I will look into that more. A's is good. A's. Jacob Wilson to $3.99. Don't mind that. And Adios, Mookie Betts. Wow, so I think those are three pretty good ones. I have no idea print runs on any of this stuff. I don't think I've seen too many of these Adios cards. I've watched a few of these get opened. So we're definitely going to have to look up some of these. Jacob Wilson, rookie, to $3.99. He was through about, this looks really well centered too. Good corners. That might be a grader for us. He was the Rookie of the Year favorite through what, May, and then he got dinged up a little bit, and then they called up Kurtz, and suddenly it has become a one-man race. I have, he's that Kurtz thing. It's really interesting. I wonder if I'm gonna slide this over just a little bit here. I always wonder how gambling works. Like, the only way Nick Kurtz doesn't win American League Rookie of the Year is if, like, he gets jailed or something. Like, something crazy happens, right? Like, oh, I didn't sleeve this. I just put it up there. That's not what I meant to do either. So there's the Castillo, non-numbered, some sort of speckled. Let's do that. We'll start with that. Like, any money you put on Kurtz right now, I don't know what the odds are, like I said. So, like, how do they do odds? If he's gonna win it, so, like, I wonder what the payoff is on stuff like that, because it's basically guaranteed, so it's like free money. Noah Schultz, Henry Torres. I'm sure the odds are such that if you put down $1,000, you'd win like you'd get 1,015 back. Like, they'll make more money on the interest for the few months they have it. There's the base Jacob Wilson rookie. All right, here's our first colored. Is this going to be an auto? No, for the Angels. Zach Neto, that is a veteran, I believe. To 299. There's our first auto. It's a very good-looking auto. Kevin Alvarez, non-numbered. And it came to the league. I do really like this insert set. This is one, some people every once in a while, they'll be like, I don't really get it, but like, Panini does stuff like this all the time. They just do wonky, wild stuff. Old, sort of throwback horror movie. I really like the way this one is themed. So there's a Marcelo Mayer. It came to the league. Here is our first auto. Kevin Alvarez. We'll have to look him up. He looks very young. As I get older, these guys keep getting younger and younger. Born in 2008. So he's 17 years old. I don't know enough about him to say if that trumps one of those other cards, but there's a Zach Neto to 299. Not the best first colored card there. I need more sleeves. Just ran out of my open pack, so let me slide and get those. All right, halfway through. I'm very happy so far. Again, from a value standpoint, a lot depends on if that Nick Kurtz is like a short print or not. But I do like the Wilson, the auto. A 17-year-old was going to be one to hold on to. So let's see how this second half goes here. Again, I'd really love something low numbered. I don't need a 101 or anything crazy, but just, the gold to 25 that I can hold on to and monitor. That would be fun. There's Lombard. I know he's one of the Yankees top prospects. De La Cruz, Lindor, red rookie of Schwellenbach. Meteoric Rise, Bryce Elridge. He did get called up at the end of the year. So there's a Meteoric Rise, Bryce Elridge. Here's our second colored. Is it an auto? It is not. It's another veteran, and also to 299. Royce Lewis. Here's our next numbered card. It is not an auto. It is a first Bowman, though. Manny Cedeno. 125 on the Aqua Pulsar. And a Zach Veen in that, whatever that other parallel is. Or not parallel, insert. So this one's going to be one to look into. A Max Cedeno to 125. A Royce Lewis to 299. Same color as the Zach Neto. I think it's Neto. And then this Meteoric Rise of Bryce Elridge. I want to say he got called up in the last couple of weeks, so he's one of their top prospects. All right, 2 to go. I don't know if any of those, again, without knowing all the names in here, if any of those trump the cards I have up there. Go here. Didn't spoil anything. Raymer Medina, Jacob Christian, Caceres. There's a Bubba Chandler. Tatis, Wyatt Langford, Acuna, Marcelo Mayer. Got some sort of shimmer here. Alexander de la Cruz. This is not numbered, just some sort of a first Bowman shimmer. And Adios Bryce Eldridge. So the Adios that was the Mookie Betts I got, must not be a super short print or anything. It is a nice looking insert though. Cool, so we did save our second auto for the end. Let's hope it's a banger for my birthday. I'll have to look up how the rarity of these shimmers and that speckle as well. Good looking card, but not numbered. All right, and on to our last pack. We will have an auto in here. Let's hope it's numbered. And let's hope it is a good name. All right. Got Marco, 2 Brewers in a row. Jose Anderson. I'll have to look up those guys. Squero, Bada, Shane Smith, Dalton Rushing, rookie. There's a base Skeens to 499. Robert Hipwell. Is a nice auto. To 10. Oh, wow. Okay, so there we did get something nice, low numbered. All right, here we go. It came to the lead, Travis Bazzana. So again, I really like this insert. We've already said that. And I did get something low numbered, so got all my asks. All right, so here is our second auto, Robert Hipwell, San Francisco Giants. It is numbered. That's great. To 499. And how old is he? He is 03. So round 6 of the 2024 draft. So we'll have to look into him. And that, I think sometimes people put a lot of stock into where they get drafted, how old they are. It's really going to come down to, he had a 196 average. So I'm going to have to look and see how he's doing this year. That was last year's numbers. He'll have a full extra year under his belt. Let's hope he's promising towards the future. And then we have, looks like a chain link fence of Alexander de la Cruz. And he was the guy I got the speckled of. Born in 06, so this is a 19-year-old on the Rockies. Don't know if he's one of the big chases or not. Very interesting. He is born in Germany. Born in 06, Germany. Berlin, Germany. With that last name, though, certainly not of entirely German heritage. But a sharp card to go along with the speckles. So I've suddenly become an Alexander de la Cruz fan. So, all right, so let's do a little recap here. Here is our lowest numbered card to 10. Again, I love that I got one that low. I just am a big fan of getting low numbered cards versus like a generic auto. So love that. We got the Royce Lewis. We got the Zach Nieto. I wish these would have been. It's interesting. Same color. Same number, 299. This is the wave, and this is non-wave. Robert Hipwell auto. It came to the league Bazzana. Here is the other Alexander shimmer. So again, these might be like one per box, so they'll be a little bit short printed. Meteoric Rise, Bryce Eldridge. Manny Cedeno to 125. Kevin Alvarez, base auto. Again, this guy's really young, so we'll look into him. Marcelo Mayer came to the league. Here is our speckles of Harrison Castillo. The other Adios, which again doesn't seem to be a short print. And then what I think is going to end up being the 2 best cards, and I could be wrong, Jacob Wilson, at least for immediate sort of value. Some of these are going to have potential long-term value. And then there's max volume Nick Kurtz. I want to say I saw someone open a box of this, and this might be a short print, but we'll look into it, and I will post into the comments if that's a really good one or not. So overall, had a lot of fun. Like the set, got a good variety in here, and there'll be some stuff. I've said a few times, and I'm going to try to do a little bit more of this as I do videos. Something I can keep, something I can sell, something I can grade, and I'm seeing all of that in here. This Wilson looks gradable. This one looks. The chain link's throwing it off a little bit. This one to 10 potentially is gradable if he ends up panning out. Really good quality control here. This one looks a little thin on this side, but I'll look through and give you more of an analysis. Looks like I have stuff I can sell. Looks like I have stuff I can grade. Looks like I have stuff I can keep. That makes me happy in a rip. So Good luck to you if you do any more Bowman Chrome. It's a very fun rip. I like that it's short. I like that I don't have a huge stack of base. Here's my stack of base, not too much, so I don't have a ton of it to sort through, which I kind of like. And let's hope some of these guys end up panning out, and this ends up being what is already a good box. Maybe it turns into an even better box. So give us a like and subscribe. Happy birthday to me. And remember, girls are collectors too.